Hi everyone, this is Margaret Manning with Boomerly. We live in very busy times. We have people around us all the time at the workplace and our friends on Facebook and other online social networks. We're surrounded by people. But the conversations that we have in settings today are actually, in my opinion, quite shallow. We don't have that neighbor that we talk to face over the fence, or we don't. Our relationships tend to be more superficial. When someone says to you in the morning, "How are you doing?" You normally just say, "Fine," and you just don't think that they're interested in saying, "Well, actually, I'm having this issue or this conversation with myself." And so we keep our relationships with people, our conversations at quite a surface level. And I think that this is one of the challenges and opportunities that we face as boomers, to find ways to actually take the conversation to a little bit deeper level. I mean, technology is incredible. I mean, it's given us so many ways to connect with people, and that's fine. But I think we have to not force ourselves, but we have to be disciplined about making the conversation go somewhere where it's deeper and useful. So instead of asking someone, "How are you doing?" just say, "Why don't you bring me up to speed on what you've been doing the last few weeks or the last few days?" And get them to say how they're feeling rather than just what they're doing. And I think we always default to that, don't we? We say, I've been working on this project, or I've been doing this thing, but how do you feel? What's the intimacy connection that you have with that person? So maybe it's time to start taking friendships and relationships to the next level. Maybe it's time to start asking some tough questions that force us to be honest and a little bit more, to reveal a little bit more about what's on our minds. What are your dreams? What's important to you? What's next for you? Get your friend or your colleague or whoever you're speaking to actually stop and think, wow, this is actually an important question. This is something that has been on my mind. I just think that intimacy is missing in our social world today in many ways. And I think it's great to try to find ways to take the conversation a little deeper, a little more emotional, into the heart of the person that you care about, your friend or your colleague. And when they're talking, I think it's a really good idea to listen. Don't be planning your next statement or what's going on with you. You have a chance to do that, but right then listen to them, put yourself into their conversation, into their heart, into their experience, and I think you'll find it just feels good. It really feels better. Anyway, what have you done to build intimacy into your life in your 50s and 60s? And bearing in mind that we're all online, we're all in a social world with lots of people. How have you found a way to build intimacy into those relationships? Love to have your opinion on this. Go to the website. The article goes into more detail and more thoughts about it. Put your own comments in the comment section below, and we'll start a conversation about this. I think it's really important to have that balance of lots of people that have the intimacy as well. What do you think?